Hey everyone, I'm Alexa with Bikeable Santa Rosa, and I'm just going to walk you through a quick tutorial of how to use Santa Rosa, the City of Santa Rosa's active transportation planning interactive map to register your desires for what you want to see in the update of our active transportation plan. I'm just going to quickly share my screen to the city's active transportation website, where you can click on this link. So this is at santarosacity.org, active transportation plan. It looks like this up at the top. And then if you scroll down, you can find either the Take the Survey button, or you can click on this link. So I'm going to do that. It's going to open up a new window that has the launch page for the active transportation plan, and you can click Get Started there. You can also see that they have an option for Espanol if you would prefer to have the instructions in Spanish. So looking at the map, you can see that a number of community members have already inputted their ideas about where Santa Rosa can be improved. It looks a little overwhelming at this scale, but you can click over here on this plus button to zoom in on the map to get you a little bit more oriented. The downtown is right here in the middle. This is Southwest Santa Rosa, Northwest Santa Rosa over here, Northeast Santa Rosa, and Southeast Santa Rosa. So there are a number of things that Bikeable Santa Rosa has been focusing on, a number of areas where we would like to see improvement. Of course, our ultimate goal is an interconnected, protected bike network linking all parts of Santa Rosa, but particular places need some help. So one of the campaigns we've been supporting are the neighbors in the Jennings area that currently have no safe crossing across the SMART tracks. So Jennings Avenue, this is the junior college here. This is Highway 101. Jennings Avenue is bisected by 101 here, and then it comes over here. In the long term, there's supposed to be a bike boulevard all the way down Jennings, which would be really nice. But right now, right at this location, there's no safe crossing across the SMART tracks. So I'm going to let the active transportation planners know that I would like a crossing there. So what I want to do is put in a barrier, right? So there are these options over on the side here. And so what I'd like to indicate is that there's a barrier in the way of me walking and biking and rolling. So they give you a little tutorial here. I understand already, so I'm going to go ahead and say got it. And then I've got this little question mark, and I can place it anywhere. I'm going to place it right here. I'm going to go ahead and put in my name. Let me get my keyboard really quickly. Let's go ahead and put, this will be visible to everybody. So if you want to protect your anonymity, sorry, I'm just grabbing my keyboard here. You can shorten that and just put, for instance, your first initial, or you could just go with your first name. And I would just like to put, please open the at-grade crossing over the SMART tracks. You can elaborate if you want to, and then that, that will just live on the map for in perpetuity until the map closes at the end of the first week of June. So I'm not done yet, though. We recently did a ride. We did a Get to Know Your City ride in the northwest part of town. And we were on Piner Creek Trail. So we had taken Santa Rosa Creek Trail, and then we connected up with Piner Creek Trail. But as a result, we had to cross both Fulton here and Guerneville here. And even though there was a very nice path along Piner Creek on both sides, there was not only not a safe crossing, there was no crossing at all in those two places. And so in order for Piner to serve as part of a connected network, there need to be safe crossings at both of these roads. So I'm going to click add another comment. I'm going to add another barrier here. And I will go ahead and add, please put a safe crossing for pedestrians and cyclists using Piner Creek Trail. And then I will save that. And then I'm going to add another comment and add another barrier here. So please connect the Piner Creek Trail with a safe bike ped crossing. Okay, so that's how you can add new things to the map if you'd like to. But another great advantage of this map is that you can add comments, or you can upvote comments that are already there. So for instance, if you zoom in and you have been planning on adding a comment, but you see something that is of interest to you. So for instance, I can check out what's happening here. Somebody named Anna Silveria says 9th Street from Stony Point to Davis Street bike lanes have cracks and are very bumpy. They need to be redone. If that's a problem, you know, I support that. I've ridden on that section. I know what Anna is talking about. And so I'm going to go ahead and say I like that. So that's going to let the ATP planners know that more than one person identified that as an issue. So if you go to add something to this map and you find somebody has already done it, you don't need to do it again. You can just upvote the comment they already made. I spent some time in the Northeast. I'm going to scroll over to the Southwest now. Another one of the campaigns that we're allied with is the Southwest Greenway campaign. The city is in the process of acquiring this piece of property right here that at one point would have been Highway 12, but it's now just an open grassy strip. And eventually there is going to be bicycle lanes and walking lanes connecting all the way up to Spring Lake Park. I can see that somebody has already indicated, actually a couple people have already indicated that they want this to be here. So I'm going to go ahead and upvote that. But I am in particular, as somebody with kids, I'm really concerned about these crossings here over Yalupa and Summerfield. I want to make sure that if my kid is coming out of my neighborhood and walking this way, that when they cross Yalupa, they are not going to get hit by a speeding car. So from my research, what I've learned is that there's a great thing called raised crosswalks. And let's see if I can get this back. Oh yeah, so I'm going to get my comments back. And I'm going to put in a barriers to walking, biking, or rolling. And I'm going to put right here that I would like, please include raised crosswalks linking the Southeast Greenway paths across busy streets. And so this will raise crosswalks are essentially putting the crosswalk on top of a big wide speed bump so that cars are made to slow at any time during the day. They are made to slow down, and that forces them to be going slower speeds when they come to these points, which once the greenway is built and there is regular traffic there, having that physical infrastructure to slow cars down can really save lives. And this is of great concern to those of us in this part of the neighborhood who know there have been recent events of kids being hit by cars. So I'm going to save that. Before I sign off, one other thing that I want to mention, in addition to adding barriers that currently keep you from going places that you want to go on your bike or on foot, you can also add a destination that you would like to be able to bike to. So if you would like to be able to bike to Howarth Park, but you can't currently get there, right? So I'm going to go ahead and like that. I agree that that intersection is crowded. Suggest signage to alert cyclists to use the route through Howarth and Spring Lake to avoid the no shoulder issues of Montgomery Drive. Also a suggestion I appreciate. So you can add those, but if you just want to be able to ride to Howarth Park and you currently don't feel like you can just say, this is a place I'd like to go to. Currently don't feel safe letting my children ride on their own to this park. And then I'll just click save. So you can add destinations like that. And finally, you can also add routes that you'd like to walk, bike, or roll on. So I actually had already added one of these. This is a route from my neighborhood to the farmer's market that I already created, where I said I would like to be able to ride with my kids from Montgomery Village area to the farmer's market, drugstore, and Starbucks in this location. Nobody has yet liked that route, but maybe you would also like that route to exist, and you can go in and like it and help raise its profile in the active transportation planning. So that is the tutorial. Once you have saved something, it's saved in there for good. Highly recommend that you take a moment to log on to the city's active transportation interactive mapping survey and let your input be known. Thanks for watching. Bye.